And what is Guru or who is Guru? The conscience within you is the Guru. The one that guides you. The one that enlightens you. As such, there is a Guru in everybody.
Guru Om, Satya Guru, Guru Om, Guru Om, Guru Om, Prema Guru, Guru Om. In this place I hold the truth in your shelter, sanctuary. Guru Om, Guru Om, Guru Sachidananda, Guru Om, Guru Om, Guru Om, Guru Om, Guru Sachidananda, Guru Om, Guru Om. Guru Om, Guru Om, Bhakti Guru, Guru Om.
So good morning. Thank you for coming back. I hope you slept well. And there's a couple things I want to get into, and then we'll bend over, and then we'll do a free-form chapter. And I need to explain that a little bit before we just jump into it. And we'll just see how it goes. But there was homework. Easy. Med. So just a reminder, I think it's an excellent practice. Did anyone do it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. At night or in the morning? Oh, good. Is one easier than the other, or you're more likely to do one than the other? Night is the one you tend to do? My usual lifestyle is I don't have to get up until I want to, pretty much, unless I'm teaching a workshop or if I'm doing a class. My classes usually didn't start till 10:30, so that was easy to make it to those. But otherwise, I don't need to set the alarm to get up, or I choose not to, except on a workshop or something, or like here, it's a 3-hour time difference, and set the alarm to make sure I get up. But it's funny, like whenever I set the alarm, this little thing has worked for me my whole life. Just before I'm falling asleep, I look at the clock, 1 a.m., whatever, and I know I've got to get up at 6:30 or something, and I just sort of say, yeah, I gotta wake up at 6:30. I just sort of think that to myself, and it works. I still sort of don't trust it, though I got a lifetime of it working. So I set the alarm anyway. But then there I am. I wake up half an hour before the alarm. And it used to be, oh good, I've got another half an hour. And now it's like, okay, good, I'll sit up and do the bed med. And so I just drag myself up, put the pillows there, lean back. And again, like if you do fall back asleep, so what, the alarm will wake you up. And I find that it's just such a cool way to start the day, and it's a cool way to start the night. And something about those two transitions before sliding off into sleepy world and before waking up into wakey world. Yeah, just sort of spend a couple minutes just quietly with yourself, just experiencing subtle joy and just relaxing. Again, it's that thing, like the more familiar you get with what you feel like when you're tension-free conscious being, the more familiar you get with what you feel like when you're relaxed, then when you start getting uptight again, you just notice it faster. The sooner you notice it, then you can just go, it's like an easy little cleanup. Whereas if you're not very sensitive to it, then you get really uptight, you get slammed, and then it's a big deal to get relaxed again. But the bed meds or just doing a regular meditation really seems to help, so that you consciously deliberately get as tension-free as you can be, and you start getting familiar with it. Oh, this is what I feel like. This is me. Tension-free me. Tension-free conscious me. And again, it's that interesting point. Tension-free doesn't mean that there's nothing there. Tension-free means there's no tension. If there's tension, then the feeling tone of you is uptight. But as the tension goes away, it's not like you disappear. Instead, the real energy starts bubbling up in your conscious awareness. The all, which is being you. God, which is being you. God is love. Just sort of keep getting that. This is a silly example, but it's one that works for me. I lived in England for a number of years, a long time ago. And when I went there, first time, I could drive on the other side of the street. And the steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car. You know what I mean? But where I was, they had like an American car where the steering wheel's on the left. But you gotta drive in the left lane. So you're way over here driving. So it sort of made it doubly difficult for me, but it's like just remembering that, oh yeah, you drive on the left lane in this part of the world. I'm used to driving in the right lane. Oh, but no, here's the left lane. What I'm saying is, whenever you catch yourself defining yourself as anything less than the all being you, just catch yourself, oh no, yeah, that's what I used to think. But no, actually, you drive on the left side of the road. Or you drive on the left side, or the right side of the road. Just whatever it is. Oh, no, actually, I'm the specific and unique expression of the all. Oh, yeah, right, I forgot. You dweeb. Oh, no, right. So like it's a matter of retraining yourself. Just coming up with a clearer assessment of what's actually true. And the insight is that you didn't make you. Something else made you. Something else is being you. You didn't make you. You are the creation of something. Now that's a good segue into what I wanted to say, actually. Yoga is the inquiry into truth. Just sort of, again, just have that understanding. It's the inquiry into truth. You find yourself here somehow. Next thing you know, you gotta pee. I was sort of hesitating about saying that. Next thing you know, you're hungry. Next thing you know, you're sleepy. Next thing you know, you gotta pee again. Next thing you know, you're hungry. Next thing you know, you're sleepy. Next thing you know, you realize you're on the track. You're in the middle of a life. And it's like, oh, what's going on? And that's sort of the inquiry. What's going on? Yoga is the inquiry into the truth of the predicament we find ourselves in. It's not system of beliefs that you superimpose on yourself. It's mostly a matter of trying to erase all the beliefs we've accumulated in order to have a clearer perception of what's actually true. And so I like to think of it like that. Yoga is the inquiry into truth. And therefore, the main question that you should be walking around with, and I call this the practice of the holy instant. And I would vote that you do this 10 million times a day, 5,000 times a day. Mostly do it whenever it occurs to you. Sort of like I was saying last night, if it occurs to you to do this, that's the universe tapping you on the shoulder. When it occurs to you is the exact moment to be doing it. Again, don't put it off to what you would deem to be a better moment. When it occurs to you to do the homework, to do the holy instant practice, the discipline is be willing to do it right in that moment. And what you do is you just pause, just sort of exhale, and relax. And then just say to yourself, or wonder to yourself, what is the truth here really? What is the truth here really? 6 words. Not hard. And then zip it. Like put a pause in your commentary. Like I think you'll notice if you watch yourself during the day, there's just this incessant commentary about everything. And the incessant commentary is indicative of your current level of ignorance, your current level of enlightenment. And the trick to getting more enlightened is put a pause in your commentary so that you're not energizing the known the whole time. And instead wonder, what is the truth here really, aside from what I think? I think I'm so smart with my opinions. Really, I'm a graduate of... Put a pause in your commentary. Realize that it's smart to do that. Because when you put a pause in your commentary, again, like I said last night, you don't become dumber. You actually open yourself to universal wisdom flowing in, to the download flowing in. So whenever it occurs to you, exhale and relax, just pause, do a conscious pause. You can do it in the middle of a sentence. You can do it as you're driving. You can do it while you're eating lunch. You should do it while you're eating lunch. Do it 5 million times. Pause and just wonder, what is the truth here really? And then don't make up an answer really fast. Just sort of get into Milarepa mode. Listen mode. Meditate mode. What is the truth here really? Shut up. Listen. Say it again. What is the truth here really? At least by saying, even if you just said, what is the truth here really? What is the truth here really? You don't really want to be saying it like a parrot. Though if you did, at least you wouldn't be energizing your usual current level of ignorance. But you say the sentence, what is the truth here really, as a reminder to actually be attentive to life live. Like the new now that you're always in. What is the truth here really? What is the truth here really? And just sort of be attentive to whatever's in your visual field. Be aware of what you find yourself thinking about. And then just proceed. And then as you're walking down the stair, like, what is the truth here, really? No, really. And I find that it's helpful to actually say the sentence, because it takes 2 seconds. It breaks your normal commentary. Pretty soon you won't really need to be saying the sentence, because you'll just be in that curiosity mode. And see, that's what it is. You're just curious. What is the truth here, really? You're just curious. Instead of being so sure that you've got it figured out. Yeah, we sort of got it figured out, but you know, the smarter you get, the more you realize how much you don't know. And therefore, but you want to know, and you start really sussing out that there is something happening. There's something to know. And you're the knower. And so what is the truth here, really? And again, don't rush to make up the answer. You will get downloaded inspiration. You will start getting answers, such as there is no enemy, there is a singularity, anything, everything is the specific identification of the all. Like, you will come up with new assessments about things. Oh, you drive on the right side of the road in this planet. Oh, I am a child of God. Oh, so is everybody. Duh. 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 And then if it's so duh, then like really be living it. And watch how you write people off, how you're open to certain people. And again, like, don't judge yourself for doing it, but like, watch what you're doing. You're doing something. You look at somebody and like, there's an instant yes or no. You know, and it's so fast. Nah. Yeah. Nah. And so in a sense, you've got to get faster than your assessments. By making a clearer assessment of, oh wow, what is the truth here really? Aside from what I think. And so what is the truth here really? Silent-minded for as long as you can. What is the truth here really? Silent-minded for as long as you can. And then give expression to the new knowing that you'll find yourself having. Okay, so that's a big thing. Some of the time when you sit down and meditate, just really be wondering that. But mostly this is just like be listening on the run. Most of your life is not sitting in meditation. Most of your life is not on your mat channeling yoga poses. Most of your life is making lunch for your kids, driving them to school, going to work, you know, doing what you do. And that's where you should be online and channeling the truth to the best of your ability. What is the truth here really? What is the truth here really? Now really, what is the truth here? And the discipline is do it when it occurs to you. It will occur to you. I'm sort of saying that. Be willing to do it when it occurs to you. And I'm into this, but like there's still tons of moments. Nah, I don't want to do it right now. Which means you've got your own agenda about things. Okay, so that's one thing, important thing. The holy instant. That little sentence sets you up for experiencing the holy instant. The new now that you're always effortlessly in. And that's wild. It's always the new now. And it's effortless. And you can't get out of it. Okay, so the other thing is three things. Well, I'll make these brief. These are just things that I think are good to keep in mind. The first one is relax. Again, whenever it occurs to you, just remind yourself to relax. Even just a little, anywhere. And again, do it when it occurs to you. I said this a second ago, but the better you get at it, the better you'll get at noticing when you're uptight. The better you get at being relaxed, then being uptight just doesn't feel as good as it used to feel. It's not the protection that it doesn't give you the sense of protection that you hoped it would. Relax. And when you think the word or say the word, like just drag it out, relax. And sort of have fun. If you're a teacher, have fun saying it. Relax. And often say it with your eyes closed because you get into the feeling of it more. Okay, relax. The second thing I would recommend is love more. Uneasy things. The easiest thing for me to love is my dog, Bella. I love Bella. I pet her, and I love petting her, and I have no hesitation to loving her. You know what I mean? But as I'm petting her, I know I can love her more. And so, on things where you have no hesitation to loving something, do it a little bit more. Just like get into it. You know, like while you can. With an easy thing. She gets into it more, I get into it more. She falls over. Yeah, that helps me get into it more. And you do it on things that are easy for you, you'll find that it gets easier to do on things that were hard. Okay, so that, when you're looking at a beautiful view, just sort of like be a little more gaga for half a second. When you're seeing a light, even just like a artificial light. To say like, whoa. You know, like, what is that thing? And what is that? You know what I mean? Like, just like, sort of like walk around like you're just arrived. Sorta. What is the truth here really? Like the colors start getting better. Food tastes better. People look prettier. Driving down the road's fun. And it's nice when life starts getting more fun like that. Just on those silly everyday things. And it starts by practicing love on things that are easy for you to love. Okay? There shouldn't be much resistance to doing that. I mean, if there is, but then on a more technical definition of love, I said a lot last night. The definition that I like for the word love, and I would vote memorize this. Love is the willingness to recognize that which is real. Love, like the way to practice love, is by being willing to recognize that which is real about anything, everything. So sort of get it. Every time you practice the holy instant and you say, what is the truth here really about the fan, about the light, about the shadow? Every time you say, what is the truth here really, you are in fact practicing love. You're being willing to recognize that which is true. Love is the willingness to recognize that which is true, that which is real about anything, everything. It's not about trying to be a certain sort of way. If you've ever tried to be loving with ideas about how you're supposed to be, it's a wipeout. So the first one's relax, the second one is love. Practice on easy things, and then love is the willingness to recognize that which is real. And again, be clear, if you're not willing to recognize that which is real, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You're insisting on an unreal assessment. No wonder you're having a weird experience. So what is the truth here really? And then the third one is, the more you do the first two, the more you relax, and the more you're curious about what is the truth here really, and you practice love, the third one is trust. Your impulses about how to do and be. The more you do the first two, the more you'll realize that your impulses about how to do and be are trustworthy. And be brave to do as you're being guided to do. Not so easy. But, I mean, I'll tell you, not doing it is harder. Not trusting yourself is a weird place to be in. Not doing as the all is wanting to be through you is what makes you sick, is what makes you like uptight. And so trust. Dare to do as you're being guided to do, as much as you can. And if you're being guided to do something that just seems too scary, just relax more and just sort of ask for guidance, like, help me do this, please. Like, Google how to do it. Don't feel like you're getting Google advice and then it's up to you to pull it off. Just stay online all the time. In the new now you find yourself in. Trust yourself to do what's feeling right. And again, the more you do it, then when something is wrong for you to do, it'll start feeling more wrong than it used to feel, so it'll be easy to avoid, even if it's something that you used to really like. And when something's right for you to do, it'll just be attractive and right. And you'll just go, yeah. And you go with the flow. Okay? So the holy instant, what is the truth here really? And then relax, love, and trust. R-L-T. Rult. You gotta have an easy way to remember this. It seemed easy at the time. What was he talking about? Rult. R-L-T, R-L-T, R-L-T.
Wait, say it again.
Yeah. Rult. Relax, love, and trust. Relax. If you're not relaxed, you're uptight. So, love things and be willing to recognize that which is real. It's good to hear this 15 times. And it's like, if I had something more important to say, I'd be talking about that. This is, in my opinion, like the thing to be going after and to be getting clear about. And then trust. So that it feels like you're congruent with yourself. You're congruent with life. And you can count on it that if you're being guided to do something, it'll take all of your people into account, your family, your kids. They may not like it initially. Okay, so that. And then the third thing I just wanted to say was when we get to the freeform chapter, again, in my opinion, get to the place where you know how to practice on your own. Freeform, I've heard, scares a lot of people. I don't get it, but I get it. And people wonder, well, what am I supposed to do during the freeform chapter? And essentially, the essence of it, though whenever I hear anyone else say this, I wince. But it's like, do exactly what you feel like doing. That's what it is. But it's not just like, do what you feel like doing. It's like, listen deeply. Listen for what you feel like doing. Like, channel it. Once you start getting the hang of this, see, I didn't used to include a freeform chapter in my classes. And when I first started introducing freeform in a class, there was so much resistance in the psychosphere. And one of my best friend's students, she came up to me after class and she said, And just the way she said my name, Erich. Erich. The reason I come to class is I want you to tell me what to do. I don't want to think about it, is what she said. And I totally fell for it. I thought, oh, you're right. My job's to tell you what to do, you're right. That slammed me for about 5 years. Didn't bring it back into class because my job is to tell everybody what to do. I don't want to rip anybody off. I'm paying for this and you're not telling me what to do. But I finally got it because it kept bugging me. The more I practiced, the more it's like freeform was where it's at, like channeling your practice. Freeform is sort of the ultimate of discipline. I'm still totally, but like do discipline, like do structured practices, etc. But like when the discipline works, and I wish someone had said this to me years ago, when the discipline works, it'll begin to dissolve. And at that point, all the training puts you in this place where you're in a really good listening mode. So instead of just doing what you've been taught the whole time, you get really good at listening. So like I'm still totally into alignment, but now it's like intuitive alignment. And like, it's like it's never quite the same. But it's always like, perfect. So the discipline will dissolve and end up with intuitive practice. And it kept bugging me, bring it into class. So 5 year later, I brought it into class, and I told everyone what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put on some music because it helps. I'm not gonna walk around, give any adjustments. It's just gonna be yogis doing yoga together. And sure enough, there's this guy over here in the front row, raises his hand, and on purpose, similar to what she had said years ago. I could have fallen for it again, but it's like suddenly, like now I was clear, and it's like, yeah, and it's worth every penny. It's like this is the lesson. Learning how to like channel your practice with other yogis who are doing the same thing. And it's just for a couple minutes. If you don't like the music, it'll be over soon. But if you get the hang of it, it'll be like, oh yeah, I get it. And then now if I don't do freeform in class, it's like, where's the freeform? So like, as the teacher, instruct, give teachings. It's valuable. But let all your teachings begin to culminate into where, wow, you're doing yoga together. Like where you're in learning mode together. Now that would be a good time for the teacher to walk around, give people adjustments, but I've never been guided to do that at that point. I know a lot of the teachers like to do that at that point, but when I listen for guidance about how to be in that moment, it's always like, yeah, just be up here and do your thing. It feels to me like a better teaching at that point. Yogis doing yoga together. And for me, when I practice, I usually go, and then I sit. I either sit like this, or straddle splits, or pigeon. I just get into some position and just park for a while. And then I move again, I go, and then I sit. So, like, give yourself permission, like you won't know what you're gonna feel like doing. But it's helpful, like the instruction I like to give now is like, when we get to the freeform chapter, do exactly what you feel like doing. Yeah. But the easiest way to get the hang of it is start with something that you know. If you know the cobra pose and you feel like doing the cobra pose, start doing the cobra pose the way you were taught. Different teachers teach it differently, but do it the way you know. And as you're doing it, get into it a little bit more than you already are, get into it a little bit more than you already are, and you'll find that there's linger moments, change it up moments, flow moments, and next thing you know, having started with something that you know, and you get into it, next thing you know, you'll find yourself like channeling the cobra. And you go, hey, I'm getting this. And then triangle might pop into your mind. Okay, then just flow into triangle, do it the way you know. And as you're doing it, just be customizing it. So I usually start with different patterns that I've made up, that I've sort of scripted out. Just start with a pattern that you like and get into it and just sort of keep customizing it your way through. So that way there's no confusion about what to do, and if you really get into channeling mode, it'll start becoming really fun for you. So when we get to there, I'll put on the music. I put on music that I like. Not everyone likes it. You can put on music that you like at home. And I would, it's fun to do freeform sessions at home. Invite your friends over. And just do yoga together. It's totally fun. It'll help you practice. I've done that for years in my house. I even made a DVD of it of people coming over. Put up cameras around the room, and some people over here telling jokes, and other people are doing the handstand, but it's just fun. So I've got an old video of Erich's basement tapes. It's called Freedom Yoga DVD. It's just sort of like the way it was over at my house. I filmed it for about a year and just sort of put pieces in there. I would recommend it, it's fun to watch. The idea was, get the DVD, put it up on your big plasma screen, start watching it, and then start doing your own freeform. And it'll feel like you're over at my house. So again, this part is for Simon Says, just practice following the words a little more closely than you normally would. Partly by doing Simon Says, if I say put your hand like that, just play the game and put your hand like that. Partly what it is you're getting trained in technique, and partly what it is you're learning to put your preferences in pause mode. You're learning to follow guidance. Because when you start channeling it, it's going to feel like you're following inner guidance. So it's very similar. Okay, with the right arm. Small arcs. There's not going to be anything too difficult here. Small arcs. Controlled movement, remember. Gradually let the arcs get bigger. Controlled movement though. So every moment your arm is there because you're putting it there. Finally, your arm feels okay with going all the way over. You'll feel like changing direction every once in a while. And then let the movement get a little more slippery. That makes sense, doesn't it? Get a little more slippery. And then close your eyes and get into it a little bit more than you already are. Be attentive to linger moments, and just let yourself linger, and then it flows on, changes direction. So you're channeling the arm circles. You're doing a specific exercise, arm circles, but you're getting the hang of how to channel it. Let the circles, the arcs slow down, get smaller. Open your eyes. Get it going on the other side. So what we're doing now is opening number 3 in my world. Controlled movement, the arcs get bigger until it feels okay to make full circles. Be attentive to when your arm feels like changing the direction. Again, there's just an inner knowing. Let the movement get slipperier. Close your eyes at a certain point. And get into it. Be aware of what your feet are doing also. Notice there's this whole dance going on down there. Your other arm is doing something. Let the arc slow down, get smaller. Open your eyes, come to the first hand, shake it loose. Add the forearm. The whole arm. Close your eyes. And experience it a little bit more than you already are. And watch how you change it up. I guess you could notate this, write it down like a piece of music, but you don't need to. When that arm feels satisfied, go to the other one. Add the forearm, the whole arm. Close your eyes. See, this is guided technique about how to get in there more and feel what you're doing. You're shaking out all the habitual tension. When that arm feels satisfied, start with the foot. Add the lower leg, the whole leg. I usually don't close my eyes on this. And then the other one. Okay, then with your feet exactly hip width apart. The inner edge of each foot exactly straight ahead. Toes spread. Snuggle your feet. And then just grow tall. Couple seconds. I would vote when you're at home, do this one a lot. Sometimes do it with your eyes closed. Sometimes do it in front of a mirror, like a big mirror. And just check yourself out. Okay, then do it with your feet together. Spread your toes, snuggle the feet. Grow tall. This is more advanced than feet hip width apart. The base of support is smaller. Oh yeah, relax. Oh yeah, what is the truth here, really? Okay, then step your feet hip width apart. From there a little wider, from there a little wider. Spread your toes, snuggle your feet. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bend the legs first. Slide your hands over the knees, down the shin bones. And let your hands begin to merge into the ankles. Get into it like you've never done it before. Like feel your hands. Snuggle your feet. Push your arms straight so you lift up a little bit. And then fix your head and neck so it feels neutral. And then just live here for a few seconds and breathe. What is the truth here, really? 6 words. Shift your hips over to the left. Notice how there's now more weight on your left foot. You let the left leg bend. You let the right leg straighten a bit. You lengthen the arms so you lift up, fix the head and neck. And then just a few seconds. Just, again, get into it. See, that's an advanced instruction because you're telling the person what to do without telling them what to do. That's advanced. Shift your hips over to the right. Let the right leg bend, the left leg straighten. Re-lengthen the arms so you lift up a little bit, fix the head and neck. Again, there's more weight on the right foot now. Breathe. What is the truth here, really? Just all the time, remember. Shift your hips over to the left. Linger for a moment. Shift your hips over to the right. Linger for a moment. And then just go side to side. I would vote close your eyes. And just side to side. Get as liquidy as you can be. And just be attentive to when you feel like lingering and then flowing on. Shift your hips over to the left again, please. Keep them there. Move your head and torso over to the right. Feel how your torso begins to spin a little bit. Gently push into your left hand. That'll lengthen your spine. In a couple seconds. Just always be gentle with yourself. And even as you're doing this, get the sense of how to channel the movement. Shift your hips over to the right, keep them there. Move the head and torso over to the left. Gently push into the right hand to spiral the torso. And just breathe. Again, do this with love. Don't attack. Love. Bring your torso back to the middle, both legs gently bent. Fall down through the middle, let your head dangle. And then bend your legs, come all the way down to the squat. I let my feet come closer together at this point. And bring your hands into mudra number 1. What is the truth here, really? And then silent-minded. Mudra number 2, just let your arms extend. The palms will be sort of up. What is the truth here, really? Mudra 3, you let your hands float up. Feel the energy in your hands. Feel the energy that is your hands. What is the truth here, really? And then the 4th one, bring the palms together. Let the left hand spin down, the right hand spin up, and just sort of mudra-size your fingers somehow. Just so it feels like mystical note. What is the truth here, really? Dear Jesus, what is the truth here, really? Okay, then come down on your hands and knees. So you're in the all fours position. Look down at your hands, please, and just rig it so that the wrist crease of each hand is horizontal. Spread your fingers as much as you can. Snuggle your hands into the floor. And then look at your index fingers and just memorize where they are. Where they are right now is where they'll be when your fingers are fully spread with the wrist creases squared. Not the only place to be, but this is a good basic option you should be familiar with. Keeping your arms straight, just let yourself lean down into your shoulders. Just sort of wobble gently. This is the down extreme of the arm line. This is usually not taught, but it's a legitimate place to be. But in either case, it's the down extreme. Push down into the floor, lengthen your arms and lift up as high as you can. This is the up extreme of the arm line. As you exhale, float to the bottom. Inhale, float to the top. Just go down and up a couple times. These are your choices. You're either at the down extreme, or you're at the up extreme, or you're somewhere in the middle, but you're always going to be being somewhere. Now let the up and downs get smaller and smaller until you're in a nice middle spot. When you're in a nice middle spot, you could sink more down, you could lift more up. Shrug the shoulders away from your ears. And then just slowly take your seat back towards your feet, coming into child's pose. And just wobble gently. Now snuggle your hands into the floor, and for a couple seconds, pull the floor backwards. Just see what that does. It activates a lot of different spots. That's one extreme. Do the opposite. Push the floor away. Feel the difference. Wobble gently. Do the first one again. Pull backwards for a couple seconds. Feel what's happening. Push the floor away. Feel what's happening. Wobble gently. Without moving your hands, come up on your hands and knees, and just move your shoulders forward till your arms are perfectly vertical. From here, turn your toes under. Peek at your arms. They're both vertical. Keep them exactly how they are as you lift your knees up, straighten your legs. So both arms are still perfectly vertical. There's more weight now into your hands. Your arms are straight, your legs are straight, your back is straight. You're on the ball of each foot. Now without pushing, just leaning heavily, slowly move your butt back and up. So you're moving towards dog pose stage 1, where your straight arms and your straight spine click into being a single straight line. That's right about when your ears come in line with your upper arms. Click into the straight line. Feel the straight line through your arms and spine. And then for a couple seconds, feeling your hands on the floor, push the floor away and feel how your butt goes away from your hands, and you just telescope that straight line. Wobble gently, and then get out of there. Shift your shoulders forward, bend the knees, point the toes, take it back to child's pose. Wobble gently. Slide your hands back by your knees. Curl your head in a lot. Hesitate. And then just slowly round your way up. Until your spine is vertical, your head floats to neutral. And then just close your eyes for a moment. And oh yeah, relax. What is the truth here really? Really. With an inhale, float your chin up. As you exhale, hinge forward, and then slide your hands forward again, please. Lift your head, peek at your hands. Put your index finger where you had memorized it before. Spread the other fingers fully. Theoretically, your wrist creases will be squared. Let your head go back down, and then for a couple seconds, pull. Push. Wobble gently. Without moving your hands, come up on your hands and knees until the arms are vertical. Turn the toes. Keep the arms exactly how they are. Lift the knees up, straighten the legs, linger. Slowly move your butt back and up. You're not straight, you're getting straighter. You're not straight, you're getting straighter. It clicks into the straight line. Retain the straight line. Telescope it by pushing into your hands. Wobble gently to liquefy everything. And then bend your left leg a lot. So you get the toe stretch on your left foot. And the right heel, push the heel down toward the floor. Couple seconds. So your left foot is at the up extreme. Your right foot is at the down extreme. Come up on your right toes. Get the toe stretch. Press the left heel down toward the floor, down extreme. Couple seconds. Just be relaxed. Get into it a little bit more than you already are. Do the first leg again, please. Just gently. Switch the feet, just gently. And then the heel that's up, press it towards down, so both heels are going towards the down extreme. And then get out of there. Shift your shoulders forward, bend the knees, point the toes. Take it back to child's pose. Wobble gently. Slide the hands back towards your knees. Curl your head in. Linger. Slowly round your way up. Your spine comes up. Your head floats up. And then close your eyes a couple seconds. Oh yeah, relax. And curiosity, what is the truth here really? Okay, third one, float your chin up again. Exhale, hinge forward again. Slide your hands forward as far as they'll go. Lift your head, peek at your hands, put them down accurately. Fingers spread fully. Let your head go back down and then pull for a couple seconds. Push for a couple seconds, wobble. And then without moving your hands, come up onto your hands and knees. Turn the toes under, lift the knees, straighten the legs, linger. And when the inner feeling says go, slowly make your way towards the straight line. Click into the straight line and then lengthen it. Wobble gently to stay liquid. So right now you're on the ball of each foot. It's sort of like your feet are not at the up extreme or at the down extreme. They're right like in a nice neutral. So now come onto the up extreme on each foot. Come way up on the ball of each foot. Then take both heels towards the down extreme. Again, you're just learning all the notes here. Now for a couple seconds, hold it right here and just sort of slow down. And just relax more. And then last seconds, accelerate it, like push the floor away. And then get out of there. Shift the shoulders, bend the knees. Keep the toes turned under this time as you take your seat back toward your feet. This gives you a good toe stretch. Wobble gently. And then just keep walking your hands back. You'll be able to come into the squat from this direction. And just let your hands come into one of those mudra positions. What is the truth here, really? And then your butt comes up, you fold over, just let your legs stay gently bent. I like to wrap my arms around the legs, hold my wrist, and then just let myself dangle. Couple seconds here. Okay, now bring yourself up, please. Walk forward to the front of your mat. And start with your feet hip width apart. Feet straight. When your feet are hip width apart and straight, it's as though your right foot's on the right railroad track, your left foot's on the left railroad track. Take a breath in. Bend the legs. Exhale, hinge forward. And just let your hands come down. So again, just follow the words, please. Your left foot's on the left railroad track, the right one is on the right. Keep the right foot on the right railroad track. Step the right foot backwards and land on the ball of your foot. The left leg, you just let it stay bent. But look at your right foot. Look at the inner edge of the foot. And keep it pointing straight ahead or vertical, whatever it is there. And just slowly take the heel towards the down extreme, like towards the railroad track. Left leg bent-ish, soft. And just let this soak in for a few seconds. Again, gentle. The heel is going toward the down extreme. If you're a teacher, say the word toward a lot. Okay, this is the first part. This is sort of how I like to do triangle lately. This is like first part of getting into triangle. Step the right foot forward. Step the left foot back. The left foot's on the left railroad track, land on the ball of the foot. Linger for a moment. Right leg bent. Check the accuracy of the left foot so the inner edge of the foot is straight. That's not the only way to have it, but like for right now. Slowly start pressing the heel towards the down extreme. And again, just stay with the breathing. Keep it friendly in there. Couple seconds. Just notice how the stretch changes as you stay here. Okay, step the left foot forward. Step the right foot back. Do the first part first. You land on the ball of the foot, check the accuracy of the feet. Slowly take it towards the down extreme. Gentle. Part two, come up on the ball of the right foot again. Keep the accuracy of the inner foot.
Bend your left leg more and let your chest begin to rest heavily onto your thigh. The left hand, like walk it backwards, backwards, backwards. And now slowly take the right heel towards the down extreme. Your left leg will straighten a little bit. Live here. Slide the hand forward, step the right foot forward, step the left foot back. First part first. On the ball of the foot, inner edge of your left foot vertical. Hesitate, and then just slowly take it towards the down extreme. Again, gentle. Part two, come up on the ball of the left foot. Bend the right leg more. Let your chest rest heavily onto the thigh. The right hand slide it backwards away from you. Hesitate. And then slowly take the left heel toward the down extreme, letting the right leg straighten a little bit. Like ideally, you'll be able to keep the chest and thigh together. Be aware of your head and neck. Keep it like as neutral as possible. Slide the right hand forward, step the left foot forward. Okay, then the third part. Step the right foot back. Land on the ball of the foot. First part first. Taking the heel down, a couple seconds. Second part second, come up on the ball of the foot, bend the left leg more, let the chest rest heavily. Slide the left hand back, take the right heel toward down. A couple seconds. These are good. I just understand, this is a good pattern. And then for the third part, come up on the ball of the foot again. Slide your left hand forward. And this time, spin on the ball of the right foot and spin the right heel down towards the left railroad track. Put your left hand wherever you typically put it for triangle. I'm usually on the ball of my left hand, my hand's on the outside of the foot, but you want to put your hand on your ankle just wherever you normally put it. And then bring the right hand to your right hip. So the left leg is bent, the right leg is straight, both feet are on the floor, snuggle, pull the belly in, and then from your belly just lift into the chest, spin your chest up, slowly push your left leg towards straight, and let the right arm float up into the position. Couple seconds. The top hand, let it make a mudra up there. And then sweep the arm down, step the right foot forward, step the left foot back. First part first. Take the heel towards the down extreme gently. It's nice to have these little stages. Part two, come up on the ball of the foot, bend the right leg, rest the chest heavily, slide the right hand back, and then take the left heel towards the down extreme. Couple seconds. Come up on the ball of the left foot, slide the right hand forward, spin the left heel down to the right railroad track. Bring the left hand to your hip. The right leg bent. The left leg straight. Pull the belly in. From your belly, lift into the chest, spin your chest up. And just little by little, push the right leg towards straight. Let the arm float up. Mudra-size the top hand. And then get the sense that your top hand is making a mudra, but actually your whole body is the mudra. Sweep the arm down, step the foot forward. Bend both legs. And sit all the way down onto the floor. And just lean back on both hands.
I usually have my fingers pointing sideways. The basic choices are have them backwards, have them forwards, or have them sideways. I usually go sideways. From here, the left shoulder, just sort of start making big circles with your shoulder. Gently. But this is good. You can get into a lot of stuff doing this. And then the right shoulder. Always gentle. Always getting into it a little bit more than you already are. Lingering, flowing on, and then just go side to side a couple times. Just make fluid infinity shapes. Then roll both shoulders back so you're symmetrical. Just like roll it up into your chest. Big chest, take your chin up. Just get a nice chest expander here. Get into it. You know how to do it. Just like. And then let your head come up and just let your back round in a gentle C-shaped curve. So sort of a counter pose. Go for the chest expander again. Up into the chin, feels good. And when you've had enough, just counter pose it again. Okay, so that's stage one of this one. Stage two is you move your knees forward until your butt comes up off the floor. First part, your butt's on the floor. Second part, you move your knees forward. Your butt floats. From here, go for the chest expander. Bring the head up, counter pose it. I just let my seat come all the way down, gentle C-shaped curve. And then go for it again. The knees go forward. The chest goes up. The head ducks over. And then counter pose it. Stage one, your butt's down. Stage two, you move your knees forward till your butt comes up. Stage three, I usually come onto the ball of my hand. And you just keep moving your knees more and more forward until you start getting the toe stretch. So I just go a little bit,
Back out, go into it. Back out, just sort of flirt with it. But all those toe stretches in dog make this easier. Eventually you'll be able to touch your knees down to the floor, but like don't insist on it. And then come all the way back and roll down onto your back. Both legs bent, feet flat. Your feet hip width apart or even a little wider. And then bend your arms and have your hands, the palms facing up towards the ceiling. I call this the cosmic grounded pose. At home I spend a lot of time like this. Snuggle your feet, snuggle your sacrum, snuggle your back. And just soften your eyes, let them close. And just notice how grounded you can feel. Like your feet are on the floor, your sacrum, your back of your arms, your head. There's a lot of you being supported by the floor. And yet it feels totally wide open and cosmic. Just sort of like inwardly, sock it to me, what is the truth? And relax. And from there, relax. Get as tension-free as you can be. And pay attention to what this feels like for you. Now, notice how relaxed you actually are. If there's any remaining tension in your experience, just let it diminish now. Feel the difference. And then without tensing up, without wrecking the feeling, like stay nice and wide open and relaxed, and just let your eyes open. And notice how the colors are a little prettier than normal. And let it feel like you're a little baby on your back and you're not so sure what anything is. What is the truth here? Except you're not a little baby. You're a fully mature adult who's inquiring into what is the truth here, really. Okay, you can just let your hands rest on your chest or come down by your side. Now, without using your arms, bring the right knee into your chest and just gently extend your leg up into the air. And look at your foot. as though you've never seen it before. Now, whose leg is that? Bend the leg, put the foot down, bring the left knee to the chest, extend the leg up into the air. Look at your foot as though you've never seen it before. I mean, you've never seen it in this new now before. Look anew. All around your ankle, the lower leg. Bend the leg, put the foot down. Without using your hands, bring the right knee in. Stick the leg up again. This time spread your toes as much as you can. Now, look at your foot, like deliberately. Look at the colors of your foot. Look at the shape of your toes. The shape of the spaces between your toes. Look at the air space around your foot and leg. And looking at what you can see, have the suspicion that there's probably more to see. You've heard about auras, you've heard about energy. See if you can see the light radiating off of your leg and foot. Bend the leg, put the foot flat, bring the left knee in, stick it up, spread the toes, look anew. Look for the light that just might be there. The trick is look at what you can see, like savor the colors, the sheen, the darks, the lights, and have the suspicion that there's probably more to see. And you're curious to see the more if there's more. Let the leg bend, put it flat. Bring the right knee into the chest, stick the leg up. There's the foot again. Look anew. Spread the toes as much as you can. Now, look at the inner edge of the foot. Line it up like you were doing the triangle where the inner edge of the foot was straight like that. Keep the toes spread. Keep the leg straight. Slowly take the leg away from you. Keep the toes spread. Keep taking the leg away from you so it slowly approaches the right railroad track. Even when it reaches the floor, then keep the leg active like that. Put your right thumb at the front of your right hip crease, and then slowly start bringing your leg up again and push with your right thumb to keep the hip crease deep. When your foot comes into view, look anew, and stop when you think your leg is at 90 degrees. If you're really flexible, you'll have to put your leg in reverse to to keep it at 90. If you're not so flexible, it's hard to get anywhere near 90. Just be where you think you're 90. And then bring it a little further, a little further, a little further. At a certain point, you won't be able to bring the leg any further. At that point, push your left foot down, the sacrum will curl up off the floor, the right leg will come over a little bit further. Lift your left heel off the floor so you come onto the ball of your left foot, like at the up extreme of your left foot. Push into the ball of your left foot, the right leg will come more over, and then reach up, grab your leg. Just grab it anywhere. Don't pull it in further. It got where it is all by itself. It's fine. Grab it. Try to keep it there. That's going to be hard enough. Feel part of your spine is up off the floor. Slowly put your spine down sequentially. Vertebra by vertebra. The sacrum will get flat. And then let your left heel come down. Now again, just follow the words. Your left foot is flat. Keep the left foot flat, but walk the foot away from you. If you keep the foot flat, you won't be able to get the leg straight. I don't think. You'll get stuck at a certain point. Sort of like a 2/3 spot. At that point, lift your left toes up so you come onto the back of your left heel. You're on the center of the back of your left heel. Now just slowly push your left leg towards straight. Both toes spread. And a couple seconds here. Just get used to it. Bend the left leg back to the starting position. Grab your right foot with your right hand or just grab the ankle somewhere and just slowly open the right leg out to the right. Just go a little bit, linger. Go a little bit further, linger. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Just sort of like take your time. Now at the moment your left leg is bent, the left foot is flat. That makes this stretch easier. Keep the left foot flat, walk it away from you again. Notice that as you walk it away, the stretch starts getting a little stronger. Lift the left toes up, come on the back of the heel, hesitate, and then just slowly push both legs towards straight. Don't insist on it, make it beautiful feeling. A couple seconds. And then the third one, bend your left leg back to the starting position. Bend the right leg so you come into the reclining lunge. And what I do at this point is I shift my right hand and I grab the heel from the inside. So the left leg is bent, the foot's flat. The right leg is bent, the shin bone is vertical. And I just let myself tip to the right until my right knee is down on the ground. Okay? When the knee is on the ground, you're at the right knee down extreme. And your sacrum is probably up off the floor. You'll be able to slip your left hand underneath your butt. I just do that. You can tell that your sacrum is tipping. If you wanted to be at the sacrum down extreme, go ahead like untip until the sacrum is down. That's the sacrum down extreme, but now the right knee's up off the floor. So those are the two extremes. But now let yourself tip to the right knee down extreme. In other words, it's okay to tip. Keep the right knee at the down extreme. Bring the left knee to your chest. Extend the leg up. Oh, there's the foot again. Look anew. Spread the toes. And just slowly take the leg away from you. Keep the right knee on the floor, on the floor, on the floor. And then right about now, you let the right knee float to get the left leg down. And then let the left leg float to get the right knee down. Bend the left leg back to the starting position, bring the right leg to the starting position, and just pause for a sec. What is the truth here, really? And just enjoy how it feels. These are some of the best moments. Now, do you remember where that started, that pattern? It started from right where you are right now. Bring the left knee into the chest, side two. Extend the leg up. Spread the toes. Slowly take the leg away from you so it goes down to the left railroad track. So I'm voting that you memorize these patterns. Put the left thumb in the left hip crease. Slowly bring the left leg up to 90 degrees, pushing with your left thumb. Stop when you think you're at 90. Bring it further, further, further. This one's also hard. And then press the right foot down to roll the sacrum up. Your left leg will come more over. Float the right heel so you come under the ball of the foot. Push into the ball of the foot, the left leg will come more over. Reach up, grab the leg, don't pull. Try to keep it right there as you slowly let your spine go back down. That should be sort of nicely intense. Let the right heel come down. Keep the foot flat, walk it away. You won't be able to get it straight. At that point, lift the toes up, be on the center of the back of the heel, hesitate, and then slowly slide the right leg straight, towards straight. Couple seconds. Bend the right leg back to the starting position. Grab the left foot if you can. What I usually do is I put my thumb between the little toe and the ring toe. I wrap my fingers around the outside of the edge of the foot and I pull the outer edge of the foot down to help keep the foot squared. And I use my thumb to spread the toes more. The shoulder comes down towards the floor, down away from the ears. And then slowly open it to the left a little. And a little. No rush. Like there's certain openings you can only get in these first few seconds. Just little by little by little. Just make it as pleasurable as you can. Like again, not attack. Keep the right foot flat. When it feels like the thing to do, walk the foot away from you. So even once you've learned the pattern, you then go through the pattern intuitively. And then you intuitively start messing with the pattern. Lift the toes, push the right leg towards straight, both toes spread, couple seconds. Bend the right leg back to the starting position, bend the left leg into the reclining lunge. And at this point, I usually shift my hand to grab the inside of the heel and tip to the left knee down extreme. The sacrum will tip. Again, that's okay. And then bring the right knee to the chest. That gives you a moment of relief. Extend the leg up. Look anew, spread the toes. Look for the light just glowing off your foot. And then slowly take it away from you. Little bit by little bit by little bit. I keep the left knee down on the ground. And if I keep the knee on the ground, my right leg is nowhere near the floor. But now in the extended leg reclining lunge. And then I let the left knee float a little bit. The right leg gets closer and closer to the railroad track. And now I'm at the right leg down extreme. I let the right leg float to get the left leg down. So back and forth. And then bend the right knee. Bring the left foot flat. Cosmic grounded again for a sec. And just exhale and relax. And you say, what is the truth here really? So that you set yourself up to feel the truth. I feel like there's a little buzz in there. Okay, then the right arm only, sweep it up over your head to the floor. Tip over onto your right side, you come into reclining Buddha, number 1. Where your head just rests on your arm. Both legs gently bent, the left hand just on your hip somewhere. Couple seconds. Reclining Buddha number 2, you lift your head up, bend your arm, and sort of prop your head up. Just, oh yeah, relax. Roll on your back, sweep the left arm up over your head, tip over onto the left side. Buddha 1, until you feel like doing Buddha 2. Let the free form begin from here. Okay, this will be 3 songs. This is a nice one. So just watch how you get out of here and start with something that you know, that you feel like doing.
đất mới giúp được mình sống mình sống
Okay, then come to a seated meditation position, please. Tip forward a little bit so you can wriggle the butt back. And then bring your spine up to vertical. Snuggle the seat and just let yourself grow tall. Just wobbling gently as you grow tall. of your head open hugely. Let your whole head space open hugely. And then relax your shoulders. Relax down through your arms and hands. Down through your torso. Your hips, your legs, your feet. And just skillfully get everything just right. So that you're as comfortable as you can be right now. And just settle into it. And again, practice being still without holding yourself still. It's not about not moving, it's about letting go thoroughly. At a certain point, you'll feel the ripple of your breathing. Get as tension-free as you can be. Just for these few moments now. And last couple seconds. Notice whether there's a subtle fragrance in the air that you hadn't picked up on yet. And then again, be aware that you're here with other yogis. visible ones and not visible ones. And be aware that by being together like this and practicing together like this, we're helping one another learn how to be in online mode all the time. And so, mentally, telepathically, thank everyone here for being here this morning. And notice how you feel as you're being thankful. Mentally, telepathically, thank the room for being here so that we could be here. This is a very nice room. It's nice to have a nice place. And then mentally, telepathically, exude love out to the world. Do what you can do right now to help promote peace. Radiate it gently to the other brothers and sisters. Peace, 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 love, peace, love, peace. Okay, thanks, folks.
Guru Om, Bhakti Guru, Guru Om. Your sanctuary, I'm finally free.
We're in the middle of the awesome movement of life, thinking that we're in a temporary world on the way to somewhere better, blinded to it. You're in the middle of the ultimate. I mean, where'd you think you were? Oh, you mean like right here? Oh, you mean like right now? You mean like life live?